Every Bio 120 lab is going to generate a certain amount of waste. What is very important is how we deal with that waste. We need to dispose of it properly so that we don't contaminate the environment in any way with the stuff that we're working with in the lab. Nothing that we work with in the lab is going to be all that dangerous, but we want to just take the right precautions. That starts with your tips disposal container. That'll be found one on each bench, and in this goes your pipette tips, your used toothpicks, your samples, your small Eppendorf tubes containing any samples that you have. Mostly anything that has come in contact with a sample or reagent or some type of cell. And so and that is small enough to actually fit in here also. And so that'll be on your bench. That will then be emptied into these biohazard containers by the lab assistants. The lab assistants will then take that to be autoclaved, completely sterilized, kill everything that was in our samples or within our experiments. But these will also be out in the room, one per lab, and these will be where you toss your petri dishes and other larger objects that have been used, that have come into contact with cells of some kind. The glass disposal is another important disposal kit within the lab. These cardboard boxes will be found around the lab and will contain any broken glass. It happens in the lab. We have glassware, we're working with glassware. We'll knock something over and it'll break. And so instead of throwing that in the garbage, what we do is we throw that broken glassware in here. Also, we toss our used microscope slides in here. We'll be using a few microscope slides towards the end of the Bio 120 lab, and instead of throwing these in the garbage or throwing these in the tip waste, you throw your used microscope slides, your glass slides, right into the glass disposal box. Lastly, we're not going to be doing too much work with sharps, but this is a sharps disposal kit. And sharps are your razor blades, your scalpels, your syringes, and any lancets that we use in this or any of the other labs. You'll find these, find one of these in every lab here at Concordia, and you basically toss anything that is metal that can puncture skin into the sharps container, and it's plastic. It's a pretty tough plastic, so that those sharp edges don't endanger anybody else trying to dispose of them. So look for these four modes of disposal and know what you're supposed to be tossing in which during these 120 labs.